one of the things that people look at, especially when they look at the military and they look at the budget and how much things cost, and I think, now that's, with the F-22, is that what's the name of that plane?
That's the Raptor.
The Raptor, okay. Now,
Yeah.
which is the other one, is the Lightning, is that?
It's the Lightning II.
Lightning II, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember when the company was coming out with that plane, and the whole thing was about the cost.
Right.
And, how could you spend so much on
Billions.
on
Is it a
that
billion?
type of an aircraft?
Yeah.
And so they had an open house over in, what was it, El Segundo or wherever.
Right.
There, and they invited us to come, a group of us, and so a lot of people were coming in, and it came up with the cost, and I said, well, let me look at it from a different angle. Most of the people on the ground are Hispanic, or black, or middle class, or struggling economically.
Blue collar, you would say,
Yeah.
right? Blue collar. Salt of the earth
Not
people.
having the state-of-the-art equipment to protect them in the air. What is the lifetime cost going to be for
Right.
their injuries, for their treatment, for the loss of life? And so when you factor in that cost, and I said, and I would tell people, look, just because I'm Mexican, or somebody is of color and they're a grunt on the ground, they're entitled to have the best protection possible.
Right.
And the people from the company were like, wow, we never heard it put that way. And I go, you know what? If my son is out there, I want to make sure we have the state of the art out there protecting him.
And it matters. It matters
Yeah.
because, we can talk a lot about cost per effect, but the bottom line is, and so my last flying job in the Air Force was running I was the commander of the schoolhouse that trained guys to do the F-22, the F-15, and what we call air battle managers in the back of the AWACS, if you remember that thing with a big dish on top.
Yeah.
So, but as you walked into my office, over the door it said 15 April 1953, and they go, oh, why does it say that date? And I go, I'm glad you asked, because that's the last day a sailor, soldier, airman, or Marine, and now a Guardian, Space Guardian, died from an enemy air attack. Because this country has been investing in owning the skies, so nobody ever challenges that. And we're saving all those lives. And oh, by the way, all those other services depend on us owning the skies to do their concepts of operation.
So I was
And the
pretty
fact-
accurate.
You are accurate, and the bottom line is, if you don't invest in that, because the Russians, the Chinese, others
They are.
don't believe it's our birthright, because it's not. If we
Yeah.
stop investing in it, if we stop, the innovation, the American spirit that creates the greatest machine built by human hands, which was the F-22 that I got to fly, then they're going to challenge that, and our sons and daughters are going to die on the battlefield if they're allowed to challenge us. And the fact is, nobody that puts on a uniform, no American that puts on a uniform, should ever have to find themselves in a fair fight. We should always have the best of the best.
Right, and it comes at a price tag.